Oh, did you guys bring stuff to donate?
I have half a Gatorade in my car keys.
No.
I have my gently used Duramax.
No.
I have a shoe.
No.
I have a hair tie I found in the restaurant.
What the heck? No.
I have my soul. Does that count?
No.
Bought some SD cards.
Definitely not.
Found this book bag, so I was gonna turn it in.
Yes, thank you,
That's
Nick.
my book bag. We have to go. Education Today starts now. Welcome to Education Today. I'm Caitlin Becker from Armstrong High School and, you guessed it, the Armstrong School District. For today's show, we have three guests to talk about our school's Key Club. Key Club President Alexa Emmons, Key Club Vice President Grace Cole, and their advisor, Mrs. Missy Bowser. Welcome to Education Today. Will you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm the president of Key Club and my name is Alexa.
I'm Mrs. Bowser and I'm the faculty advisor.
I'm Grace Cole and I'm the vice president.
So, what is the main purpose of Key Club in general?
It's a service organization that's sponsored through the local Kiwanis Club, and it's just to meet basic needs in the school that the club sees that arise and in the community.
So, how long have you been involved in Key Club?
Since 11th grade, I've been the vice president, so 2 years.
What projects has Key Club been the head of since you've been involved?
Some of the projects were lip dub, bell ringing, helping with the folk festival. We set up for Life Skills prom.
Closet.
Oh, and the closet, our main topic today.
So, what's your most recent project?
Our most recent project is the Key to Care closet that we have set up in a hallway that teachers can access, guidance counselors can access for kids in the school that have needs. We keep clothing in there, personal hygiene items, formal wear for proms and fall formals. So it's just shoes, socks, anything that they would need.
That sounds like it would definitely be helpful to the students of Armstrong.
Yeah, kids definitely saw a need for it, that there were kids in need of those items and there wasn't really a way for them to obtain them. So it gave a way for those kids to get what they need, and hopefully a discreet way that they have teachers or guidance counselors that they built rapport with can take them there and they can get what they need at no cost.
That most definitely is a great idea. Thank you, Alexa, Grace, and Mrs. Bowser. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back to talk more about the Key to Care closet.
Success. We see it every day. Hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes, internationally known faculty who are committed to your success. Real-world experiences to guide you on your career and life path. An alumni network 120,000 strong. I'm IUP President Mike Driscoll. Visit us. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
I'm Indiana County Sheriff Bob Fyhawk. We're all proud of Indiana County, but we must be worried about the negative growth of drugs and alcohol abuse. It is the responsibility of all of us, parents, teachers, and community leaders, to provide the best possible education to our youth in the prevention of drug and alcohol abuse. The law is a deterrent, but education is still our best protection. Help keep Indiana safe and drug-free. For more information on how to talk to your kids about drugs and alcohol, go to the abovetheinfluence.com brought to you by the Armstrong, Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
It's hard to explain. It just became home. There are hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes and faculty that really get to know you. Amazing internships and everywhere, programs that help to find a job that is right for you. It's what IUP is about, a commitment to your success. See it for yourself. Visit us, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Find your success.
Welcome back to Education Today. We're still here with Alexa, Grace, and Mrs. Bowser. Right now we're going to talk more about the Key to Care closet. So you mentioned a little bit about the Key to Care closet. Would you care to elaborate a little bit more?
It was a definite good opportunity that I saw for us to take, because I'm also the life skills teacher here, and it gives my kids job skill training. So the Key Club members work with my life skills students, and when we get a donation, they go with them and they can sort by size, by the gender for the clothing, by what the articles are. So that's like some functional reading for us, that we're reading those labels, sorting, folding, putting clothes on hangers. And that's an opportunity for all my life skills students that they possibly can apply in a job.
Right, and alongside it giving them more job experience, it seems like they would definitely get more involved with projects going on in their school.
Yeah, and it gives them an opportunity to feel that they're helping other people. I mean, a lot of my kids require a lot of assistance and help, and they need to feel that they're also helping other people, that they're not always the person needing help. And it gives them an opportunity, and to develop friendships with kids in the Key Club that are familiar faces for them, and sometimes lifelong friends. Over the years, I've had kids develop relationships with kids that graduate, and they're still in touch with them. So it's a great opportunity for my life skill kids too.
It definitely seems like it. So who all can use the Key to Care closet?
It's open to any of the kids in the school. We're trying to do it in a discreet way, so they're not feeling weird about needing something. Or so my recommendation to the faculty and staff was that whoever has the most rapport with a student be the one that get them there and get them what they need. So that can be any faculty or staff in the school, along with students. I would, if someone had a need and Alexa or Grace saw that someone needed to go there and they could do that in a way that everyone was comfortable with, I think everyone's open to that.
It's definitely nice that you have it more discreet, because I feel as though, even though it's such a helpful thing for our school to have, that a lot of kids would be too embarrassed to get themselves help.
Yeah, and it's set up, and it worked out well, just I guess by the grace of God that it's set where it is, because then it's not a real busy, congested area, that if you were coming in and out there, it wouldn't be noticed. Yeah, it wouldn't be as noticed.
Right, it's also not in between classrooms, which I think is helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
So what all donations do you look for? Because I'm assuming that's how you get most of the products, through donations?
Yes.
We look for a lot of hygiene products, coats, we'll take prom dresses, hoodies, shirts, pants, pretty much anything, your old clothes and stuff, if you go through, pretty much take everything. A lot of hygiene products are good though, because we were thinking about making up little baskets or something to take around.
And there's nothing that we can't take. I mean, I've spoke with the ladies at Haven, and their I think it's called Second Chance shop that they have in town there, and things that we don't take, they'll take. And even if it's a little too worn, because we try to stick towards more gently worn stuff. If it's a little too worn, they have a program at Haven where they donate that stuff to homeless people, and even if they're just using it for fabric, like everything gets used. So no matter what and that's another good sorting activity for my life skill kids, like to make that discrimination between something that should be in the shop and something that maybe we need to pass on to someone else.
So even whenever people feel as though their donation may not be useful, it would still be helpful to bring in, because if we don't use it. And then do you guys take unused donations down to the secondhand shop?
Yeah, I've taken them down to Haven. And they have a program where they seem like they can use for everything. You know, nothing goes to waste.
Yeah, that's definitely an amazing opportunity for a lot of people. So how many kids would you say have been helped so far?
Maybe about like 5.
Yeah.
Not too many yet, but we've seen some kids go in with like guidance counselors, but it's not too like well known yet. We're trying to get it out there.
Even like as little as something as a belt. Like a kid went in there and needed a belt, so we got him one, and
Yeah.
it wasn't anything big, but we still helped him.
It's something that he wouldn't have had if we didn't have that closet.
Well, I think as like it goes, both Alexa and Grace are seniors, so they'll be moving on from me next year. But I think as it continues year after year, like that was the beauty of it. It wasn't a one-time service project, which sometimes that's a lot of like their one-time deals. It'll be something ongoing, that these girls leave a legacy at the school, that they started something that for years and years will be helping people.
So you do plan to continue on the
Yes,
closet?
it's a permanent, ongoing project. So, and the more familiar the faculty gets with it and the kids get with it.
And the longer it's around, too, the more well-known it'll be, the more people you could help.
Because even in the community, too, you know, when people realize we have it. Because even
more willing to donate.
Yeah.
Right, and families, too, that have kids here that need that help, once they learn more about the closet, they know that their kid has an opportunity to get the things that they need that maybe the families couldn't provide for them.
Exactly.
And now especially with the formal wear in there, because that's a huge expense for families.
Right.
When people want to go to
We
formals.
have a lot of prom dresses and homecoming dresses that these kids can use.
And I mean, really beautiful dresses, and those keep coming in, because that's something that people don't hang on to.
Right,
you
you wear it once, you spend all that money on a dress, and
to
you
think
never wear
that
it again.
someone else is going to get an opportunity off one of those dresses, that's
And it will
beautiful.
make their night day,
Right.
I mean, I even had a tray of jewelry brought in.
And that's something that most people wouldn't even think of to donate.
Yeah, but for that, like, they go in there and get a dress. They can get their dress, their jewelry, their clothes, or their shoes, and they're set for the night. So,
That'll make it way easier on the families, too, less to stress about.
Well, it make me sad to think that someone would want to go to a formal and just really not have that opportunity.
Right. So how was this idea formed?
Well, actually, a paraprofessional that works in my room, Joanna Crawford, had brought in an article. There was an article in the Leader Times, and it was Kiski Area High School, and she said, "Oh, you know, we should do this. Like, we need this. Like, we should do this." So we just went off of that. I brought it up to the girls at the meeting, and they latched right onto it, and Mr. Rummel gave us the opportunity and the space to do it, and it just went from there.
So about how long after the idea was formed did you actually get the closet up and running?
It was pretty fast.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff fast, too.
I think like maybe 2 months.
Yeah. We were worried, actually, that we weren't going to get any donations because it was coming pretty fast. But once that day came, we had a lot to sort through.
And then we were worried about like shelving. That was another because it was just an empty room. So it was like, we're gonna have all these clothes, and where are we gonna put them? And
the janitors were a lot of help.
The custodians in the district really came through for me and located shelving that was in the different buildings, and brought that in. And once that was in, I think we all took a huge sigh of relief that like when the donations start coming in, we'll be able to
have
organize them.
Yeah,
so it looked nice too, because it's.
And it's better like when you walk in, you can tell like girls from the boys, and you know where your stuff's at better.
Like people aren't digging through bags. It's
right, and the longer you're in there, I feel like the more stressed out and worried someone would get that
They didn't have
they
their
could
stuff.
be seen. They don't
Yeah.
find the things that they need, especially like you had mentioned with formal wear.
Yeah, and that's all set up on a rack that was donated to us. But then the donations start, like, we're almost daily getting donations.
That's amazing.
And we're just hoping like the longer it's there, the more the kids like realize it's not a bad thing to be in there. It's something good to go in there and get what you need.
Right. So is there anything else that you would like to add about the closet that we didn't cover?
Just that I think it's a great opportunity to give back to your community and realize like the whole basis of the Key Club that I know the girls as officers have realized is like you have to service your community and your schools that you live in, and sometimes you're not totally benefiting from it. There's not an award for doing it. There's not always a direct benefit to yourself. Like, to selflessly serve is a wonderful thing.
And that's definitely something that they can carry with them. So Alexa and Grace, you guys have both been involved in Key Club for some time now, right? What are some things that you would say that you took from Key Club that you think you'll carry with you for the rest of your life?
That no matter how busy you are, you can always do more. I know that from myself, that I still try to do more on top of everything else that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
So.
Right, because you're also involved in student council and bowling and such too.
And a bunch of other clubs, yep. So when a kid tries to make an excuse, oh, I'm too busy, no, you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Grace?
Pretty much it's better to give than receive. And I've really learned a lot from being in this club and how much you can help out the community by just doing one little thing and how much it can make people's days.
So, Mrs. Bowser, how do you feel about getting to work with all these Key Club kids? What have they taught you as an advisor?
Well, it's fun to be part of their lives and get to know all of them so closely and see them mature as people and see them recognize the grace and the opportunities that they've been given as they see the needs of other people. You know, as they see someone always has it worse. So no matter how bad you think your day is, it kind of puts it all in perspective. And I think that's what I've seen the whole Key Club grow as when they're looking at our community, which does have a lot of needs, and our school that people have profound needs in the school, stuff that we take for advantage, stuff that we think
should be handed.
Yeah, that we just take for granted, and you don't realize how little people have. And and my Key Club's really involved in my classroom too. So they've seen how hard people work to do things that we take for granted. To walk across the hall, to walk down the hallway, and the kids work their entire lives to get to that point. And I think they've all developed a work ethic and an appreciation for what people have to do to get through their lives.
It definitely seems like a club that teaches a lot of life lessons.
Yeah, and I hope they take those with them and go to their churches and go to their colleges and communities and wherever they are employed and apply the same things and carry on that message to other people that you need to be able to step out of yourself for a minute and step out and look at other people and see what they need and fulfill that need.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us. Our thanks also go out to the TV production students of Armstrong High School, led by their teacher, Mr. Don Swanson. They were our film crew today. Please join us again next week for another look at Armstrong School District. Be sure to visit our website for updated information about the district. Thanks again and have a great week.